it. And for me, one interesting thing was the talk about elections. But let me bring in the education bit, the free SHS. And the president says, yes, we've run it very well. It's showing in the performance of WASI, the recent one. But he says we must work towards improving it.
I think that significantly, this is the first time the president has conceded that the free SHS policy will require an improvement. And I say that, look, it's a major development, and the president is welcome to where all of us have been. If you've listened to our party, if you've listened to civil society, if you've listened to educationists, practitioners, everybody has said that, look, in principle, we are all for free SHS. I mean, who wouldn't want, I mean, free education has been part of our history as a people since, you know, the newly independent Ghana. I mean, Kwame Nkrumah is celebrated for his free education programs, particularly as an affirmative action to bridge the gap between the North and the South. So who would not, I mean, support, I mean, such a leveler, such an important social intervention which, you know, guarantees the, if you like, future of our country. But we have always said that there are challenges with it. Look at the quality of education. Look at the fact that double track is still being implemented. If we had invested in infrastructure, if the e-blocks we started when we were in power had been completed, there would be no need for double track.
He said the quality has not been affected.
When they introduced double track, it was because they had to respond to congestion. It was knee-jerk, it was rushed. So I am glad that the president has now done a 360. He's saying that, quote, the arguments about it should cease and we should simply concentrate on finding ways to improve it, unquote. So when we have always said review, you remember that they twisted review to say that review means cancellation. I am glad that we are all now at the same point where we agree that it is a great policy, but we have to improve it. Look, we can't have a situation where time on task has reduced. You have many students who are spending more time at home than in school because of double track. You have a situation where the quality of food is just terrible. I mean, many parents, you talk to them, and there's a lot of, you know, secret payments going on so that you can have your children survive. Some are having to now augment with extra classes and all of that, and they are actually spending more. If you even look at the various prospectus from the schools, how much parents are being called upon to pay, you know. So I'm really excited that the president has joined us where we have always been. That yes, it's a good policy, but it needs improvement, and all of us need to build consensus. That's why our flag bearer, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has talked about having a national dialogue on free SHS so that everybody's inputs can be brought on board and we can improve the policy. And I'm really glad that the president has finally come to where we have always been standing.
Richard.